Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send thank you emails after purchase via WooCommerce using SendGrid. So let's suppose I'm running an e-commerce store and I have a store on WooCommerce. I want that whenever there is a new order created or a new purchase happens on my WooCommerce, automatically a thank you email should be sent to this customer using SendGrid. Doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I have completely automated this process. And to do this automation, I have used Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between WooCommerce and SendGrid. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever there will be new order created in WooCommerce or a new purchase happens in WooCommerce, automatically a thank you email will be sent to this customer using SendGrid. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to send emails after purchase via WooCommerce using SendGrid. For this, I have created an automation workflow where I have built connection between WooCommerce and SendGrid. And as soon as I've placed the order in this WooCommerce, I was automatically able to receive a personalized email, thank you email, on my email address. This is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to see how to send personalized thank you message after shopping or placing order with WooCommerce. For this, I am going to create automation between WooCommerce and SendGrid with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. But before signing into my Pabbly Connect account, let's move towards this Pabbly community. So Pabbly community is an active forum where users, experts, and Pabbly support team come together to share tips and best practices, solve technical issues quickly, discover automation, integration, and new use cases, learn from real examples shared by other users. You can ask your questions anytime. Someone from the community or support team usually replies very quickly. You can connect with thousands of Pabbly users worldwide, share your workflows, and get new ideas. You can get early updates about new features, improvements, and important notices. By joining, you are never stuck alone. You become a part of a growing network of people who help each other automate smarter and faster. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly Connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in. And if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free. And this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. First, let's name this workflow as send thank you emails after purchase via WooCommerce using SendGrid, and now I need to select my folder. These are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select it as all automations and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send thank you email after purchase via WooCommerce using SendGrid, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new purchase or a new order from WooCommerce, automatically a thank you message or an email will be sent using SendGrid, which means whenever there is a new order or a purchase in WooCommerce, this complete workflow here will get triggered because trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to receive a new purchase or order in WooCommerce and then action says do this, then send the email or a thank you email with the help of SendGrid. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking WooCommerce, and then in my action application, I will be taking SendGrid. Here in my trigger application, Let me quickly take WooCommerce. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take new order created. So this will trigger when the new order is created or when a new purchase happens. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect. So reading this type task, I'm going to build this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my WordPress. So this is the app dashboard of WordPress, and as WooCommerce is plugin of that, I have installed that from over here. Now I have to open the WooCommerce, and from here I have to go towards the settings. The settings page will appear in front of me, from where I'm going to click on this advanced on the top, and if I scroll down beside this page setup, I can see this option of webhooks. So I'm going to open this. Now if I scroll down, I can get this option of add webhook. So let's open this. Again, I have to scroll down, and then I have to enter all these details to create this webhook connection. First, I'm going to name this. So let's say the name of this webhook is testing123, and then I'm going to select the status as active, and then I'm going to select the topic as order created. I'm going to enter this delivery URL. Now I'm going to go back towards this workflow. I'm provided with this webhook URL, which I'm going to copy and paste that over here, and then I'm going to provide the secret. I'm going to select the latest API version and then click on this save webhook. So here the webhook updated successfully. I have successfully added or created this webhook which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow, and as soon as I've added this webhook URL to my WooCommerce, I have received this webhook ID response in my workflow. Now I'm going to click on this recapture webhook response, and do you wish to recapture the response? I'm going to click on this yes. Now it has changed to this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I'm going to open my WooCommerce. As soon as I do this purchase or a new order is created, I should receive the response of that order in this workflow, and this is going to show us the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce that is successful. Here I'm going to open my WooCommerce. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to go towards this all products. Now if I scroll down, I can see all these options. So let's suppose I want to get this orange summer dress. I'm going to click on this view. I'm going to add this orange summer dress to the cart, and then I'm going to proceed to checkout. Here the total amount is 2200. Now here I have filled some dummy details in the billing details. The first name is demo, last name is user, company name is Pabbly, country is India, address is 155 New Town, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, pin code is this, phone number is this, email address is demo@pabblytudes.com. I'm simply going to click on this place order. And here the order has been placed successfully. Thank you, your order has been received. And then I have received the rest of the details. Now all these details should be automatically captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow. Let's quickly open my workflow. And here I have received the response. You can see all the details which I have received. I have received the product name, the rest of the details of this customer, their name, their address, and all the details which they have added. Then I have received the amount which we have paid for this orange summer dress. Now as soon as I have received the response in this workflow, we can say the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce that is successful. And now whenever there will be new order or new purchase in WooCommerce, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new order or a purchase in WooCommerce, I want to send a thank you email to that person. So in my action application, I will be taking SendGrid, with the help of which I'm going to send this email. And then in my action event, I'm going to select it as send an email. I'm simply going to click on this connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter these details. So I'm going to enter these details, and to enter these details, I'm going to open my SendGrid account. In the help desk, it is written that I have to go towards the settings, API keys, create API key, choose full access, click on create. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this settings, and from here, I have to go towards API keys and then click on create API key. I'm going to click on this API key, and then I'm simply going to click on this create API key. Now here I have to provide the full access, and then I have to name this API key. So I'm going to name this API key as testing, and then simply click on this create and view. I'm provided with a new API key which I'm simply going to copy and paste that over here, and then I simply need to click on this save. Here SendGrid is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the rest of the details. So first I'm going to enter this send to email. I am going to select the email which I have received from my WooCommerce account. But you see, I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from WooCommerce, and when I click on this field, I can see this WooCommerce. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Now here I need to enter the email address which I have received of this customer, which is this one, demo@pabblytudes.com. I want to send this thank you email to this person, so I have mapped that. I'm going to enter the subject as, so here I have entered the subject, thank you for your order, and then I'm going to map the name of this customer. So the name was demo. I will put space, and then I'm going to map user, the last name. So this is going to change whenever I'm going to receive a new purchase or a new order. The subject is going to change. This will not remain static. I'm going to enter the from email address. I will open my SendGrid account. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this marketing, and I'm going to click on this senders. So over here, the email address has been provided to me. I'm going to copy this email address, and then I'm simply going to paste that from email address over here. Next, I'm going to enter the name. So this field is going to remain static. This is not going to change. I'm manually going to enter ABC company. And then in this reply to email, I have to reply to demo@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to map that email itself. In the content type, I'm going to select it as plain. If you want to send some HTML content, you can select it. Then you have to create that content value in the HTML format itself. I'm going to select the plain text, and then I'm going to enter this content value. I'm going to enter the content value, which means I'm going to enter the email body here. Here I have entered this mail, hi dash, thank you for shopping with us. We have received your order for this, and it's now being processed. You will receive another update once it's on its way. If you have any question about your order, feel free to reply to this email. We are here to help you. Thanks for choosing us. We truly appreciate your trust and look forward to serving you again. Best regards, ABC Store. Now in this mail, I'm going to map some values so that I'm able to send a personalized mail. For that, I'm going to first enter or map the name. So over here, I can see this hi. I'm going to send demo user. Hi demo user. I'm going to map that so that it keeps changing whenever I'm going to receive a new response. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Now over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. That's why I'm going to map this. I have mapped this product name also. We have received your order for, and whenever there will be new order, that product name will be replaced with this product name. So this is creating my email as personalized. So I have entered all these details. Now I simply need to click on save and send test request, and let's wait for the response. Here I have received the response. This response is a positive one. I'm quickly going to open this mail and check whether I have received any mail or not. And here I have received this mail. Just 0 minutes ago, I have received thank you for your order, demo user. Hi demo user, thank you so much for shopping with us. We have received your order for orange summer dress. This is a very personalized mail which I have received.
Now to summarize, we took WooCommerce as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received a new purchase or order detail and then we wanted to send the email. So we took SendGrid as our action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all the required credentials and simply executed this workflow and received the response. This is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between WooCommerce and SendGrid with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.